The call has been heard. I have a feeling I'm going to get yelled at for making these, so I am washing the rice. Hopefully that helps. And getting rid of all that starch. I did get a lot of comments on this, so rice water does go to the plants. Now we have a bit of a problem because my rice is wet, and you can't use water in resin. But typically, whenever you want to dry something out, you put it in rice. So I had to go with a different plan. So instead, we just bake it in the oven for about 2 minutes and then check them at 350 until all the water's gone but the rice hasn't burned. And here, what I am trying to do, these are blank molds because the rice is very likely to try and stick out of the edges, so I got to do a blank first. And I wanted to coat the inside of these molds with resin before I put the rice in, so that way I know all the sides had resin on them. And then we just put in the rice and kind of push it down into the resin in there. You'll see because of the shape I did the D2, I had to manually align and press in each grain of rice into the coin to get those to fit. So that was interesting. But you put in rice, put in some resin, put in rice, put in some resin. So I'm trying to make sure I layer it in such a way that the rice doesn't have to try and fill all the places resin already was, and the resin doesn't have to seep through all the rice so that it is full of resin. It is very, very, very messy though, as you can see here. So after I finally cleaned it off, it's ready to go in the pressure pot. So you're gonna notice here that this flashing is super thick. I think I put in a little bit too much rice, and because of that, the lids couldn't fully go down, and therefore I got really, really thick flashing. And I also got a lot of raised faces. They're kind of hard to see in these videos, but I did have raised faces, so there was a lot of cleaning up I had to do on these dice. So I tried to show you that raised face just a little bit with my fingernail. This is the part where I need your guys' help. These are not done because they don't have any numbers. I still have a final cast to do for these. So, should I do color? Should I do clear? What are you guys wanting to see with the rice dice? So, hopefully you like them and I don't get too yelled at for them. Leave a comment below. What are you wanting to see with the final product of the rice dice?